Hey guys, what's up? It's Isaac from GTE Event Group, and today joining me, I have David Munoz from GTE Event Group.
Hello.
What's going down, David?
Nothing much, man. Got here a couple minutes late. Had to swing by the bank, and now I'm here. Didn't think we were going to do this
Cool.
so soon, but here we are.
You know what? It was important to me that that I had an opportunity to introduce you to just pretty much
everybody.
GTE clientele and some of the other companies that I own. You know, for a couple of reasons.
Right.
First and foremost, dude, you're like one of the funniest guys I know. It's hilarious. Like, I tell people all the time, like, you know, if you want to like laugh, have Dave tell you about how his weekends were, some of his weddings are.
Yeah.
You'll just be rolling. Matter of fact, before we kind of, we'll go in and we'll talk about some of the events in the past in a different podcast. But this one, I really want this one to be geared about you. You know, why you got into DJing, how we connected. You know, how long you've been with the company, so stuff like that. So first question I have for you, Dave, is why don't you just give a little bit of a little background about yourself?
All right, where to start, man? I'm 24 years old, born and raised in Fresno, California. You know, hometown dude, been around in the music scene since I was like 16, 17, started dabbling, started performing my own little hip-hop groups with my friends, doing shows in the Tower District for art hops and little Fresno events. And it was a cool time. It was before Fulton Street was a street again, and you could walk down it, and there'd be so many events and so many street performers and street artists, people doing fire breathing and all these crazy things. And it was something I wanted to be a part of through hip hop music, being my own little way into the scene down there. And it was fun, and you got to meet a lot of great people, got to see a lot of cool DJs and see all these shows where the DJ was the center of the performance. You know, all the artists on the ticket got to get their music to the DJ. And that was something that always stuck with me through me making music and trying to make more music, linking up with more people. Like, no matter how many hours you spend in the studio, there's always going to be the DJ that has to get the track that's going to play it for 3 minutes.
Right.
So our hours and hours of writing a song and making a beat is all going to be condensed to the DJ playing it for 3 minutes when we're up on the stage for our 5 minutes of, downtown Fresno fame. And that love of always having to have a DJ there and acknowledging it kind of led me over to GTE. And
cool.
Now here I am.
So what kind of music did you grow up on? Like, what was some of your personal favorite in your tracks?
Well, for reference, for context, my oldest brother's 11 years older than me, so I had all his cassettes and stuff that I was not supposed to listen to, and I would bump them in his like boom box or my dad's boom box, whatever I could play it in.
So when you said you weren't supposed to have access to, or you shouldn't have, I mean, if your parents would have heard you listen to this music, would they have been mad?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Me too. I grew up like that too.
Terrible. It would have been horrible. I was listening to Emcee, Mac Mall, that type of stuff. The stuff that you like too. RBL Posse.
The stuff we can hardly ever play at weddings.
Let me tell you.
Or at any event.
I got. Yeah.
Okay, we'll talk about that on next podcast.
I got two events that man, I pulled out the bag for them.
Got it.
But it comes into play sometimes.
That's cool. But
it was just the dirty gangster West Coast rap stuff that everybody wanted to hear, and no one's parents wanted them to hear.
Right.
And the first CD, I remember my mom or my grandma, I would think I was at my grandma's house, and my mom found my CD player, my portable CD player. And it was an Eminem, his first or second album, right?
Okay, yeah.
But I remember I got it because it was clean. It was a clean version, so I thought it was okay. But it had explicit lyrics in the
lyrics section.
In the lyrics section in the book, right?
Yeah.
So I remember I was like, oh yeah. Yeah. And just reading it off to myself, like, oh man, this is terrible. This is worse than anything else I've ever heard. And my mom thought so too. But then it was just out of the bag. It's like I'm listening to rap music, but still had a lot of other genres that I liked growing up. My mom's white and my dad is Mexican. So my mom listened to country music. She's a her family's from Oklahoma. They're
Okay.
By Oklahoma, then to Bakersfield, and then they landed in Fresno. They're
So Buck Owens fans, huh?
yeah.
Okay, got it.
They are they're country folk, and a lot of country music, a lot of Hank Williams, a lot of David Allan Coe, a lot of more grungy, grimy country artists. So there's a lot of that. So I know all the classics in country. I fare well in a country crowd, and it's people are surprised when I pull country heaters out of the bag.
I was surprised.
Oh, yeah.
I remember I forgot when we were hanging out and you like started bumping all this country.
I was probably somewhere with Ryan. We were probably hanging out somewhere.
Yeah, I was just shocked, and I was like, dude, I didn't know you knew your country music so well. Like, you know your country music way better than I do.
I believe so.
Yeah, most definitely.
I go do karaoke sometimes, and I'll be singing Neon Moon a lot.
Right.
I love country, but I take all that from my mom, and she loved the Motown classics, all the crybaby music, like the crybaby music, the breakup music.
Okay.
Right? And my dad,
the Shirelles,
right?
Some of the Supremes.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Diana Ross stuff.
Yeah.
And my dad was super funk, Tower Power, Big Twist and the Mellow Fellows. You ever heard of them?
No. Well, I gotta look that up.
No.
Yeah. All right.
Man. Just super weird stuff that I thought was weird. All the different horns, but then it just grew on me, and then here it is all now.
Right.
Here it is all now, and I'm at weddings, and I'm doing country music, and I'm pulling out my dad's old school heaters that I grew up listening to, and making it all into something.
That's pretty cool. So, how long you been with us now?
It feels like forever.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing, but I mean, it feels like a long time before Drew's voice was deep. That's for sure. Just going on 3 years. I just say 3 years. Okay. I just say 3 years. In conversation, I say with GTE, I'm like, 3 years. 3 years. It's not.
Yeah.
No need to say 2 years and 9 months or whatever, but
that's cool.
I think it's 2 years and 9 months.
So it actually, well, first of all, let me start here. Like when we first got introduced and we met each other, I almost didn't hire you. Did you know that?
No.
No, I totally almost didn't hire you. Because I tell people all the time, the things that I look for when I hire someone is energy and charisma. And you're a very mellow dude. Yeah. Very mellow. And I didn't, in our whole interview, you were so mellow that it's like, okay, this guy might make a good DJ, but he won't make a good MC. Like, I can't see him rocking the mic. I can't see him just hyping up a crowd. You know? And at some point in our interview, you brought up where you had people flake on you when you were hosting shows.
Oh,
and
yeah.
And because these people flaked on you and they're supposed to be the hosts themselves, you had no choice but to step in because it was your show.
Right.
And host it. And you said something like, along the lines of like, man, I had to go on stage, I had to hype up the crowd, but like, your eyes lit up. And you started talking with a different tone.
Yeah.
And as soon as you started talking with that tone, I realized it's like, okay, he does have it. He's just mellow. But like you gotta, I mean, in the arena of doing an event, it comes out of it.
Yeah, as soon as the mic's hot, then I wanna get out there. It's but when I'm hanging out in a 10-person group interview, and then the guy next to you says, "I'm an EDM DJ," and I'm blah 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 blah. And
I forgot about that guy.
And then there's another guy next to me, and he's just like, "Yo, dude, I saw the ad on Craigslist." And then there's three other guys, and you're sitting there, and you're like, "Oh man, what am I getting into?" Right? So
you're the only DJ out of that crowd that's still with us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool. That's cool.
And that was January of 2016 or 2017. 2017.
So
17.
Yeah, so cool, man. Cool.
Yeah, 2017. So it was 2017. So it's 2 years and 9 months.
2 years and 9 months. Pretty good. And then here's this long, you actually went a long stretch without really getting any events assigned to you.
Yeah.
You really did. Matter of fact, you probably put in more work as what we call a music mixer here than anyone else. I think next to you would have been Liz. But the thing is behind the scenes, we were always observing, like, man, can we put a mic in this guy's hand? I know you see that big old flag. We need to get that
I was
thing out
making
of
sure
here.
it wasn't a B.
Yeah. You know, can we put a mic in his hands?
Yeah.
You know, if we go send him out to perform, and maybe this crowd, someone in this crowd has seen me perform, Alex perform, you know, what's the result going to be? Are they going to say, like, wait a minute, that's GTE Event Group, doesn't seem the same? So it was a long process for me that trust to, like, okay, cool, we can give him the mic now. You know, I mean, you must have hated that process.
I think that if I would have got on the mic sooner, then I would have developed faster, right? Like if I would have been able to get through one event solo, but I think taking such a long time instilled this sense of paranoia in my head to not mess up on the microphone, you know, to the point when I hear other guys, I'm like, oh, you know, why'd you say that? You know,
when you say other guys, please explain, because I don't want people to think it's GTE.
I don't mean GTE. Yeah. I mean, I go out. I'm out a lot. I see a lot of DJs. Go to different events, different weddings, you know, and it's whack.
Yeah,
a lot of times it's whack. I went to my own cousin's wedding, and I was butthurt that we didn't do it or I didn't do it, or he didn't reach out. But you know, you live and you learn.
Right.
And you learned, and people don't have that. They don't have that paranoia, whatever you want to call it, that just desire to do well at an event or sound good at the speak well, sound good.
Right. Yeah.
Oops,
same thing.
Right. Same thing.
Yeah.
Then it's not gonna cut it.
Right.
It's not gonna come out well.
So would you say that I'm a paranoid guy?
Yeah. Yeah. This is where Chris can put the boo effects in.
Yeah.
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 But in a good way. A good way, and it helps out. You know.
I just feel like
it's like a sixth sense.
Yeah, absolutely. And I tell people, I mean, realistically, I feel like that's what really the true value of our company is. It's like, first I gotta find the right people to deliver a message every single weekend, and it's that particular client, whether it be a bride and groom, you know, be a corporate event.
Right.
No matter what, a majority of the time we have to deliver some type of message.
Yeah.
And the way I look at it is, how are we going to come across? Are we going to be like, ladies and gentlemen, let our voice, our personalities, let it shine, and let this be a celebratory moment?
Yeah.
You know, or is it going to be just another announcement? Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear for your bride and groom.
Right.
You know, that's whack.
Yeah.
You know, so I feel like it's super important to have the right people in the right position to deliver that message on behalf of our clients.
Right. And sometimes you have to deliver it in the right tone.
Right.
Like on this past Saturday's wedding, it was super, super hot. So if I would have came at them like we were at a pool party, you know, yo, ladies and gentlemen, let's head over to the dinner area, they'd have been like, man, we're going to rip this guy's head off. You know, we're not running over there. There's no shade over there, right?
Right.
So I was like, hey, folks, it's about that time we get started with dinner. It is a hot one today, so we're going to need everybody to head over to dinner. Make sure you grab some water. And people were way more receptive to it when I was, you know, not sounding so demanding.
Right.
And just acknowledging the fact that it's hot, acknowledging that we're all going to be in this journey together. And,
right.
and people were kind of, you know, they chuckle, they give that deep sigh, and then they head to the dinner area.
Right.
And, you know, make sure dinner's shaded.
Yeah. Note to self.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Note to self. Make sure dinner is shaded.
That's
funny.
All right.
But yeah,
That's cool.
Finding the right tone. Finding the right tone.
Very important.
And it takes time to find the right tone.
Right.
I know. I remember one of the guys when he was coming up. I won't say his name, but he used to talk into the microphone real hard, and I used to do that too. I used to keep the mic like right here, right, like you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
you're right on top of it.
Right on top of the microphone.
Yeah.
And I still to this day consciously tell myself, don't put the microphone up like that anymore. You know, and it's little things like that you pick up along the way, and I still see, I'd say like 90% of the people I know outside of wedding entertainment, when they have a microphone at a DJ, that's what I mean. At any event, they're going to be like this on the microphone. Blah, 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 blah.
And the advantage, just so you guys are, for those of you guys watching, The reason why you don't want to be on top of the microphone is because you sound muffled. Your message doesn't come out clear.
Yeah.
And, when I started as a DJ, I was that DJ that Dave was talking about. I think we were all that DJ.
It's what you see on TV. It's what you see in a music video. That's how they're holding it.
Right.
But
I didn't know until I was properly trained, until I took a class on emceeing. I took a class on being an MC, guys. Like, people will think like, oh, you know what, you're just a DJ, or you go out and play music, or you have to make a few announcements.
Yeah.
Really, how hard can it be? Well, if you ever seen someone that sucks at it, it is not hard. But a lot of times people are like, they just see and try to mimic, and they don't understand, different techniques to generate a result that will make you and your event look good.
Yeah.
Which all this kind of goes back to training. And, this past year was your first time going out to Mobile Beat with us.
Yeah.
How do you feel going to that show? What did it do for you as a performer?
Well, it definitely opened the scope of things to see that there are a lot of people that struggle with some of the basics that I'd say that you look for in people before they come on board. And like if you recall, there was one guy that said he didn't get the wedding party's names until the moment that he did the announcements. And he said, this guy, I'm gonna say it. This guy said that he would stand at the entrance of the room and he'd say, all right, ladies and gentlemen, get ready for the Johnson family introductions, or Johnson wedding party introductions. First up, we have, what's your name? Vicky and Isaiah. Okay. Vicky and Isaiah. And then they walk out. And then and everybody in the room, it just kind of fell silent. And we were like, there were like 8 of us in there, GTE guys and girls in there. And everyone was just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I think we were all shocked.
Yeah, we're like, I can't believe you would do that to people.
Right.
Like,
and for him, it seemed like it was, one, okay, which, whatever, to each their own. But 2, that dude seemed super popular. Or he came off like I don't want to say cocky, confident.
Yeah.
He came out very confident.
Yeah.
Like that works for him. And
maybe.
Yeah.
But
I think that personally is kind of tacky.
Yeah, I think that you could iron that out before. If I always check with the people right before with the wedding party before they come out,
right?
Just because sometimes people don't show up to the wedding, or somebody got uninvited, or couldn't make it, whatever.
The lineup changes for whatever reason.
The lineup changes, so.
Yeah,
it's always good to double check and triple check, and
not just that. You know what I feel is when you call ahead of time and you actually get to talk with your couple or your client for that weekend. Now you're building that rapport, and it's like, cool. I know Dave. Dave's got me. He's got my back. He checked on this. He checked on that. Your paranoia is for the success of their event. Yeah, which is pretty dope, and that's kind of cool that you put it like that, but yeah, I think I put that paranoia on everyone that works here at GTE. Right.
It's just like, and when I say paranoia, I guess that's not really but I said sixth sense. Right?
Yeah. Okay.
Sixth sense. Okay. It's like you make sure your door's locked before you go to bed at night. You make sure your alarm's set. You make sure your precautions are taken so that everything goes smoothly. You buckle up when you drive in your car. So it's the same thing. It's just sowing the seed and reaping the benefit of it. So
yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Dave, got anything else you want to add?
I mean, I could go on for quite a while. I don't know.
Bet you could.
I don't know which direction you want to.
No, I just wanted people to get an idea of who David Munoz is. To me, I feel like off the bat when someone meets you, you're like one of our sleepers as a DJ. It's like that car that if you ever go race a car and like, I got this car, and all of a sudden this car is like heated, like, damn, I didn't know it was that fast. Right. I look at you as that DJ, but you're mellow until we flip on performance time.
Yeah, it's totally like that, and I like to get a happy couple. A happy couple that wants to have a lot of fun, and sometimes you got to bring it out of them. or sometimes you gotta make. Sometimes they might be mellow people as well, and if you match them on that energy a little bit, then you can get their. You can kind of get their. Like they're okay to bring their wedding guests away to party with you, and just trying to get a party out of whatever you have to work with is what you taught me, what the other guys here have taught, and what the other guys here do. You know, we bring it out of people.
Right.
So when I'm the type of person where I'm mellow, I'm waiting until it's my time to activate my energy. You know, I get that from people, and I know that not everybody is the type of person that's just going to come out crazy, shaking their butt and moving their head back and forth, waiting for the beat. Sometimes you got to coax it out of them, or just people want to be matched, the same energy, same energy. So when Smooth goes out, Smooth, I know he's got a certain type of client, that like they're ready to get it crazy. And if you want to get crazy, call Smooth, from us, call him for Smooth, call the office, somebody will get you Smooth.
Right.
But, that's how it is. Or if somebody wants the super EDM DJ, then then Alex is going out.
Right.
If, we have the people that suit the needs of the client, right? So and that's a good thing. So
absolutely.
So I know who I'm getting when I'm getting you.
Yeah.
So
no, awesome. Anyways, Dave, thanks so much for taking the time, talking with us, letting people get to know you. I think it's super important, man, and I'm looking forward to the future and many more awesome events, my dude.
All right,
cool.
Yeah.
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this wraps up one of our podcasts. Podcast number 1 with our DJs. This is David Munoz. Some of you guys, he's been assigned to your event. Phenomenal entertainer. If you guys want to meet with him, just call the office, let us know, and we'll go ahead and make sure one of our guys arrange that with you guys. So anyways, until the next show, take it easy, and we'll talk with you soon. Peace.
Peace out.